Hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm Claudia, and today we are diving into one of the most common, and honestly, most frustrating, hurdles in the English language, homophones. Whether you are writing a high-stakes credit report, or just sending a quick Slack message to your team, using the wrong piece of vocabulary can change your entire meaning. Just so you have something interesting and useful to watch on Holy Week. To help us navigate these linguistic twins, I'm turning things over to our lead instructor, Philip, and his student, Natalie. They've got a fantastic breakdown of the most common traps, and how to avoid them so your professional communications are and mistake-free. Hi, Philip. Hi, Natalie. I'll let you two take it away.
So, Natalie, what do you think of this lesson?
Honestly, Philip, I'm convinced English was designed to be a prank. I mean, why do we have 3 ways to spell the word scent?
Scent, the words, it sounds like scent. Okay. It certainly feels that way. These are called homophones. Think of them as identical twins with completely different personalities. One might be a CEO and the other might be a surfer. They may look the same, but you wouldn't treat them the same way in a meeting.
Well, that's a good way to put it. Can we go through the most common ones? I keep mixing them up in my emails.
Okay, and if you have some examples there, that'd be great too. We can see the examples you ate. Now, the first one, lay versus lie. Now, in past tense, they change because they're irregular. So what about number 1? Can you give examples for that?
Yeah, so
What about lay, L-A-Y?
yeah. How about please lay the contract on my desk?
Okay. Very good. And lie?
I need to lay down for a moment before the next call.
Lie down. Yeah, lie has 2 words. Okay, very good. What about air, and air?
Okay, for the first one, which I think it is AIR, right?
Yeah, like in the oxygen.
Okay, so the office air feels a bit stuffy today.
Okay. Air, E-R-R, the root word to error. Uh-huh.
Okay, it is better to err on the side of caution with these figures.
Very good. Now, heir, H-E-I-R.
He is the primary heir to the family's tech fortune.
Very good. All right. Now, these are both, one's an adjective, one's a participle. Allowed versus allowed.
Okay, so the first one, I would say, would you mind reading the memo aloud?
Okay. And what about
yeah,
allowed? L-L-O-W-E-D.
Are we allowed to expense this lunch?
Okay, excellent.
Good.
Break versus break.
Okay, so break as in B-R-A-K-E. You need to hit the brake when you see the stop sign.
Okay, and the other, let's take a 10-minute break before the Q&A. Okay.
Yeah.
Sent versus sent versus sent.
Okay, sent, the production cost increased by 1 cent per unit.
All right. All right. And
the other one, I think this one we use it as a verb. I sent the invitation via email an hour ago.
All right. All right. What about scent? Like
the lobby has a very pleasant floral scent.
All right. Gym versus gym.
Okay, so I know that one it's like a place and the other one is a name.
Okay.
Yeah, so the first one I would say I try to hit the gym before my morning commute. And for the name, I would say Jim from accounting is handling the audit.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, how about another triple?
Okay.
Aisle versus aisle versus aisle.
Okay. I'll be leading the presentation today.
I will. Okay. This
Yeah.
is the meaning. Okay.
Yeah. So for the next one, I would say the resort is located on a remote tropical isle.
Short for island. That's the French word for island. Okay.
Okay.
And what about aisle, like in a store or maybe like in an airplane?
Yeah. How about you can find the printer toner in aisle 4.
Okay, that would be the store example. Okay. And what about we have the three. All right, what about peace versus peace?
Okay. So the first one I would say we're hoping for a quick peace treaty between the two countries.
And PICE, PIECE.
Can you send me a piece of the data set?
Okay, very good. What about rain, rain, and rain?
Okay. The heavy rain delayed the flight.
Okay.
Yeah. For the next one, which is REIN, we need to rein in our spending this month.
Okay.
And the third one, I would say, her reign as CEO lasted for over a decade.
Okay. How about right versus right? Like with that one, we can hear the soft W in the beginning.
Yeah. So the first one with no W, I would say, you're absolutely right about the market trends.
Okay.
And for the other one, I would say, Frank Lloyd Wright was a famous architect.
Frank Lloyd Wright. That was his name. Okay. Sometimes in English, as a joke, when a building looks terrible, we joke, the architect to that building must have been Frank Lloyd Wrong.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
Frank Lloyd Wrong. Yeah.
Wrong.
It's
Okay.
an ugly building. Okay. Here's a common one. Weather versus weather, number 17.
Okay. I'm not sure whether the flight will be canceled due to the stormy weather.
Okay. 2 into 1. That must have been your nemesis, like the weather, EATHER is climate. Weather with an H is like if it's when it's a yes or no question. Okay, well, did that clear them up for you? Actually, there's about 50 or 60 homophones in English. We did the most common ones. Does that make it a little more clear for you?
Yeah, well, that's actually very helpful. I feel much more confident about my next email.
Okay.